I'm so excited.
Me too.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to another episode of Happy Life with Maria podcast. Today we have an amazing guest
Thank
who
you.
is super creative. You're going to learn in a minute what he does. I want to welcome Toto Anthony.
Whatever
Thank you
you
for
prefer.
coming.
Toto is fine.
Toto or Anthony. So we met. I just want to share a little bit how we met. We met at a dance class in New York.
Yes.
Of course, we all love dancing. And then I discovered that you also do events, which are super awesome. I love the creativity. I love everything that you're doing. But before we get into what you're doing now, why don't we start with a little bit of your background, like where are you from, your family, and what made you, I guess, start to look into this creative process? Because you did other things before.
Yeah.
Share.
Hello. I'm Toto or Anthony, as you prefer. As you can hear, I'm from Italy, and I moved here 3 years ago. You want to know about my background, right?
Yes, I want to know about your background.
I want to see. I was an entertainment in Italy, and I always worked with agency for like dance, like a costume, like a musical, kids game, and I worked in a resort in Venice, like Calabria, Sicily, Madonna di Campiglio.
Wow.
My life was kind of go around everywhere, like 6 months in the south, 6 months in the north, in the middle. I was moving everywhere. I really got into this when I was like 13, my first time.
Okay.
Because I was in love with dancing, as you can see.
Yes, definitely.
With dancing, like the creation of the costume, the scenography, and I remember I started with the Colonia. We call Colonia in Italy. It's like a campus, a summer camp for kids.
Okay, all right.
And I really loved, the environment, like the baby dance, the music, the kids that were like playing with me. And after, I start to study. I take like a classes course to be like a master musical.
Oh, really?
Yes. Like to do balloon twist for kids, like, stuff like that.
You learned all that.
Yeah. And I started to work in a resort for like 6 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
I did 5 years, but every season, like summer, came back, changed the clothes, and winter, snow, a beach, like every time.
Wow.
I never stay at home, like never, just for 1 month, maybe to say hi to my mom, because, she was like, I know that you want to leave, but like, stay with me. It was funny because I just, came back for 1 month maximum. But it was the really the most time that the maximum time that I stay at home, 1 month, and after I went back.
So you were like traveling, learning.
Yes.
Performing. Did you perform also?
Yes, I was also a dancer. I can say that I was a great dancer, of course, but I was like Caribbean dancer, like salsa, bachata.
Ooh.
But I did also some musical as a SpongeBob, Anastasia in Italy in the resort, like Moulin Rouge. Yes, we were flexible, like do whatever we need.
Anything and everything. Okay. So you started with that, and then you were in Italy, right? What city in Italy were you?
I started in Abruzzo, in Abruzzo, and after the most of my experience, the beautiful one, the most important, they were in Venice.
Okay. So you spent all that time having fun, doing all these creative things because you have that creative mindset.
Yes.
And then what made you kind of start to get into what you do now, which is super beautiful, like the decorations and all these things that you create? I feel like you have such an eye for it. It's like really amazing. Like, how did you get the idea to start that?
that is funny.
I want to hear it.
Since I moved in New York, I had really a bad experience working here in New York
No, what happened?
because I mean I always work with Italian people and like a restaurant, like an Italian teacher in a daycare because I always work with the kids.
Oh,
Um, but I think the worst experience was in a restaurant because like it's totally different from Italy. Like here, you need to run. Like you need really to run. And if you work especially with some Italian, they got like advance on you. Like you need to work more because you are Italian. You need to be thankful. And I was like, wait, why? Like I'm great. Like I know that I'm great. And why you are telling me that I'm not doing enough just because you want to pay less or something like that? You know what I mean? Like I was disappointed. I was like,
wow.
this is not for me, maybe. And I was, in a bad period. I got a little bit depression, if I can say that. Like,
yes, definitely.
I was really down. I was, maybe New York is not for me. I was feeling everything around like black. Like, I was like, wait, where is Toto? Like, happy Toto. Because
Yes.
I can say that in Italy I was not always happy because of course you are tired. You need to do stuff, you need to work, and I started to work when I was 13. But I was happy with my job, like I worked for, I don't know, like I start 7 in the morning and I finish 3,
Oh.
I was like, continue, like let's go. Training for the show during the night. You had just half day off.
Wow.
Was crazy, but I was in love. I was really in love. Of course, the salary was not like, oh my God, you are rich, of course. But, I was really love what I was doing. Since I moved here, I was like, this is not my life. I don't feel really comfortable to do this. Like, I don't want to live like that. If I need to do this just to stay in America, I can definitely go back in Italy, like, and do what I want.
Yeah.
And after, by time and everything, I met Marco.
The husband.
Yes.
The amazing husband who I just met. Amazing.
And I met Marco, and he was supporting me like, you need to do what you want. You need to feel comfortable to live here. We had really a beautiful experience together, like moments that, make me feel like, okay, I found the person of my love, but now it's time for me also. Like, I kind of separate the relationship and myself, like I'm like more, I want to separate, like my relationship is my relationship,
Okay.
but now it's time also for me. I need to take care also about me.
Yes, I understand.
And I was trying, to find a way to recreate my job here, but was a little bit hard, The compare that I was thinking was like Broadway or stuff like that, but I don't really like it. And also I can do Broadway because they ask you like crazy stuff. Like you need to be kind of like
a machine.
Yeah, like and I'm so bad in that. I'm
No,
like,
you don't need
no.
Good choice.
It's not for me. But I totally respect. I totally enjoy to see a Broadway show. Absolutely.
Yes.
But maybe for me it's too much. My dream was to be also a dancer teacher, but in New York was so difficult. And I really got like, oh my God, I cannot do nothing here, blah, blah, blah. And I remember that in Italy, I used to, set up a little spot for my kids when I was working with the kids, like circus party, Hawaiian party. And I always had like the creative mind to do like, okay, for the Hawaiian party, I want a 2 large flamingo in the beach, like welcome Hawaiian party, stuff like that.
Oh.
And I worked with scenography that is really my friends. I mean, he's really good to do like stuff like table, like silhouette, like flamingo, like a tree, whatever you need, he can do with wood, plastic, metal,
Okay.
and he teach me something. I was really, really love with this one, with this job. When I moved here, I had this, old period down, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I need to find a way to, to reinvent, like
Reinvent, yes.
reinvent myself, because I want to do something. And I met a girl that she's Italian, and she told me, "Oh my God, I saw your video in Italy. You are a great dancer. You are this. You are this." I was like, "Thank you. How can I help you?" Like I was like,
Okay.
and she was like, "I have a party." I was like, "Okay, what I can do for you?" Like she was like, "Can you do like a setup of balloons and a DJ and entertainment in the same time?" I was like, "Wait, this looks a little bit weird, like, but we can try."
Uh-huh.
The budget I remember was like low, low, low. I was like low, low, low. I just paid the material, and I remember my husband. He was like, I mean, I don't want to be picky, but you should pay me the time that I used to, make the DJ, because of course I didn't have people, and I called my husband. I was like, okay, you support me, come to help me.
Brilliant idea. I like this.
And the gas, the car, and everything for the transportation. He was like, I don't want to be picky, but you didn't pay me nothing, and I used my car. My God! But he was like,
First, it was like the first experience.
and he was like, "Don't worry, you did great." I was like, "Okay." I need to be honest. If I go back right now, I was like, "Really, I did this?" Like, no, this is not me. It's impossible. The balloons, they were like, like 1 year when was a mess, was really a mess, but was my first time.
That's how you start. That's normal. That's
was my first time, and I was really mad. I was like, oh, this is not my style. It's not what I want to do, like DJ, entertainment and stuff. But after I realized that I really loved how was going on with the balloons, cake and stuff. But I just forgot, you know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, it's fine. Let's go back to the life. And I was doing waiter, after teacher, this and this and this. After my husband proposed me.
We're going to hear that story later.
And he proposed me, and we were like, okay, now it's nice, the ring, everything, love, blah, blah, blah. But we need to organize a wedding in 1 month, because he decided also the date. He was like, I really love this date, I was like, okay, but we have 1 month and we need to organize everything. Like how we can do, like right now, we can sleep. Like he was like, I mean, I can take care about the invitation and you can take care about everything else. I was like, wait, it doesn't work in this way. We should work together. And I was like, okay, let's do it. But he really gave me the, the creative part, like the decoration, the cake, how you want the restaurant, the style. And he took care about like the paper, the invitation, the stuff that I really don't like to do. Also in the houses like this, he take care about the financial stuff, like, count, and I take care about like the
creative,
the
visual,
right,
the visions.
And we had just 1 month. And I was like, okay, I need to do something. I started to looking around, and I figured out that I was thinking to do like a travel old team.
Okay.
Because it's something that we love both, like travel. The vintage is kind of our, favorite style. Also the color, like the champagne is kind of boho, it's a mix.
Okay.
And I figured out that my wedding was small, like 25 people, but was great for 1 month. Was really great.
Yeah.
But was crazy. I borrowed like a globe, like how do you say globe?
Yeah.
From my school. And he was the director. He was like, "Here, you can take it. Just bring me, like a candy of your wedding, or a little how do you call that, bomboniera, like
Oh, like a souvenir from the
Yeah,
wedding. Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes,
I was
like a
like,
party
I'm not
favor.
sure. I can bring whatever you want.
Yes,
Also,
yes, yes,
cake.
yes, yes.
Just I can take something. He was like, take whatever you want because, of
Seriously?
course, the budget was really low.
Of course,
Uh,
it was love.
but we set up really a good like wedding stuff and everything. And keep moving. I was really in love with the decoration, the palette of color, the mix, and I was like, I want to continue to do this stuff. I don't know how can I
You
call it
liked
because
it. You liked
I
it.
really, yeah, but I really don't know. Like I was thinking just decoration, but I didn't know how called like party planner, and
Ah,
I
you
was like,
never knew about
no, because
that.
in Italy, I mean,
Oh.
we have wedding planner, but
Yeah.
we really don't have like event style, party planner, decor, balloon stylist. We don't have this kind
No.
of, generation. We have just one word, wedding planner.
Wedding planner.
That's it. And I start to study a little bit more because I follow really low with this. And I did a course for balloons, for flower.
Because you're really good at it. Just side note, super
Thank-
good at it.
thank you.
Super good at it.
I did a course and I was really loved after. I called myself a party planner, but
Okay.
I'm not really a party planner. I think I'm just trying to figure it out right now what I am.
The name, but
I can say I am more like an event stylist and
yeah, some sort of a stylist because you create beautiful visionary kind of pieces.
I really
Yes.
love also to create the stuff that for the setup. The party planner, they just I think I'm keep studying, but they just do the vision, call all the vendors, all the stuff, and this is like cool, but is something too much for me right now. Like I like more the creativity part, like to paint, to cut the wood, like to set up, build stuff, and
Yeah,
and
no.
after I keep going.
No, I love it because from what I have seen, because I've seen some of the events that you have organized, and absolutely like the balloons itself. Like I don't think I've ever seen more gorgeous looking balloons. I'm serious. Like I don't know how you did. Like I think I saw on your story you spray painted or whatever you did with them. They
Yeah,
looked stunning.
the
I
the
love-
neon party, right?
Yeah, I never saw them so bright.
It's like a neon paint. I mean, after one thing that I think inspired me really a lot is like, of course, TikTok and Facebook and the social media, because you can open and you can find wherever you want, like really wherever.
You get
You just
inspiration.
you just need to have time to watch how to do the stuff because they are on phone. Everyone can be like a balloon artist. You need to have the passion. You need to have like the how can I say, like the attitude to do this. Not everyone, I'm sorry, I want to correct myself, but if you want, you can do a balloon garland. You know what I mean? Like you just need to watch YouTube, and after you need to have your style, of course.
Yeah, you have a feeling for it, which not everybody has. I feel like you really feel how the space should look. You feel how the colors should be, the decoration, like the setup even here. Like I feel like you have a really interesting, like creative feeling that makes everything just like amplify like a different level. Like I've seen the things that you create, and
Mhm.
from the events that I've seen, like let's say in my family or whatever in my community, like I haven't seen anything like that. Like you're very creative.
Like one thing that I mean is my opinion, of course, is just my opinion, but if you have your style, the people they gonna hire you just because you are on your style. You know what I mean? Like everyone can do a simple balloon garland, and you need to add your a little bit of spice. You know what I mean? Like if you see my events and you know me, you could just enter and say, okay, this is Toto for sure, because I am more realistic and more, like I see the stuff more realistic. I don't like everything in plastic, like or everything like you just bought on Amazon. This is not an event stylist. Everyone can buy stuff on Amazon. I buy stuff on Amazon just to be clear, but is an addiction, is an ad,
It's like an addition to what
yeah,
you're creating. Yeah, just like to
it's not
amplify a
the
little bit.
principal part.
Yeah.
Every event needs to have the personal decor, the personal style. Also, when they ask me, "Oh, what do? You sell decoration?" No, I don't sell decoration. I don't have packages, and that's one thing that I need to do because they, I mean, the people they ask me, "Why you don't have a package? If I wanna, call you, how we can work?" And I just say, you give me a budget, I give you my vision, a vision with your budget, and after I give you also my vision with my budget.
Yeah, because everything is different. Everything you create is detailed specifically to that event. I feel
Yes.
like it's not like a standard thing. And I love how you were saying before, like in the beginning, when you were getting started, it was difficult for you to kind of charge what you wanted and like you would do stuff for free in the beginning. How did you kind of learn to kind of value yourself a little bit more?
I mean, I need to say thank you, of course, to, I can say another brand, right?
Yes.
So Balloon by SB,
Okay, okay.
because
Thank you.
thank you. Shania, she gave me really the vision of the business.
Okay.
I always had my vision of creativity, my vision of, the setup, also my space nicely organized and everything. But the business in New York is one thing that I need to thankful Shania, because she told me like, uh, you are great, you know how to do it. You need to think about that the people, they need you, okay? And this is something that they need, okay? If they don't want to pay you, they can call someone else, but the job's gonna look different. Okay, what I mean, if they like your style, they need to pay your style. If they
I
like
like
your
that.
job, they need to pay your job. And after, I was like, yeah, maybe it's true. Before, I used to take like wherever, like $100 for a balloon. I can do whatever you want. I can do a garland, I can do an arch, I can do this. And I both like balloon on Amazon, or I take stuff, around where I found, like Chinese store. Uh, After a couple of months, I realized that everyone can do that. And I didn't want to do that. Like, it's not for me. I have a lot of right now. I'm working really less because it's like cold. For the party we have season. Like we have some months like Valentine, like Christmas, like summer. In the spring we have a lot of
Yeah, but
birthday party for kids. Like it is a mess. But the point is, I receive a lot of requests for like balloon backdrop, blah blah blah, but is not my style. You know what I mean? If I cannot do my style, I will not take the job. You know what I mean?
and sometimes they don't even give you like the budget that they have doesn't match to what they want you to create, right? They'll be like, "Oh, I
Right.
only have this, but can you do the whole wall?"
I received a request last week. You want to know something funny?
Yeah.
This lady, she was like, "Oh, we're gonna do a birthday party in a beautiful space. I saw, someone give me your contact. I saw your job, amazing, blah blah blah." I was like, "Okay, let's talk about more." She was like, "I wanna do a cabbage doll, something like that. It was like 90-old stuff, like
Oh,
the
okay.
doll,
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I never heard this thing, but it looks like fun, like a garden factory. We spoke for about 1 hour, and I already give her like a lot of time.
That's a
I
lot
was
of
trying to
time.
be nice
That's a
because she
lot of
was so
time.
excited. She was like, "Oh my God, I wanna." When you enter, I want a wall with, the doll. I want this. I want this. And after she was like, "Yes, my budget. I was thinking 200, 300 is also a lot." I was like,
After all that description.
after 1 hour, that I was like, "Yes, yes, yes." I was like, in my mind, I was really. She took 1 hour to say $200 of budget. No, it's impossible. I was thinking a joke,
Right,
really,
right.
because I understand that the people, they don't know how to to pricing the party, because you can say, oh, I think 200, 500 for me is a lot, is like a big amount, but you need to ask also stuff that match with 200, 300. I mean, I can do just, I don't know, a half garland of balloons with 200, $300. You cannot ask me a setup for birthday, entrance, 200 balloon of Helio. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I also love like the way that you respond, because I've seen sometimes the way you respond, like you're very like affectionate, like the way that you say no. I love the way you say it. You're like, oh, I love you, but
I,
I love the way that you say it. You're not like yelling and screaming, like
no,
you're like
I don't think that we need to scream, or we need to, to say like, oh, what's going on? No, my style is more clear also as my personality. Like, I am always nice. I try to be nice with everyone, and sometimes
I love
is
it.
bad, because my husband also told me you need to be more like straightforward,
No,
and
but you
that's
are,
it.
but you say it in a nice way. I
Yeah,
feel
I'm just
like
polite, I'm
that
like
you
with a
say
smile, I'm like, hi, I really love you. I'm so sorry, but I think that we can't work together for these events, because, my pricing is this, and this, but you can call someone else that I can give you contact. Maybe, I know someone that, as me, is starting right now, but they want to work. They just want to work. They don't care about how the final decor comes up. They just want to work. And of course, I understand, because you need to make money to survive, but I want to make money, and I want to be happy for what I did. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and it has to match, right? The energy that you're putting to create the whatever they ask you to create, it takes energy out of you, right? So the money that you receive has to match the energy that you're spending on it, right? So if they want you to spend, like a half a day or whatever it is, like the energy has to match. Money, I know from like kind of the general that I understand it, money is energy. So whatever you're spending has to match energetically, it has to match. And again, like if they, from what I've heard you say, like if they don't have the budget for the whole wall, you can show them what they have for their budget, right? You can do that.
absolutely.
But to match what they're asking, it would be like, different price.
I am always like, I'm not like, okay, you have a low budget. No, I cannot do nothing. I'm not like this, but I am, okay, which one is your budget? Before you tell me,
Yeah.
I want to this, I want to know your budget, not because I need to take your money, and, I want to be, okay, I take his money or her money, I do two stuff, and that's it. No, I want to see the vision. I have a vision. When you told me Hawaiian party, I'm not like, okay, let's see what, on the phone or in the computer, let's see what there is in Hawaiian party. I am like, okay, let's travel. I close my eyes and I start to think, okay, maybe we can add a tiki bar. Maybe we can add, I don't know, a flamingo or stuff like that, a flower from the ceiling. I start to travel, but for travel you need the gas, and you need to pay this gas. You know what I mean? Like, it's everything
Yeah,
is
everything together.
why
Yes.
why you pay, I don't know, $1,000 for a shoes because you like it, right? And you take these shoes because they are so great for you. Okay, it's the same thing with a party. You want to have a memory of this party. Okay, and if you do just, okay, let's put two balloon in the corner, stuff like that, and that's it, like plastic tablecloths. After you don't gonna remember nothing. Also, when you saw the picture, it's nothing. This is my opinion. This is how I work. This is how my mind works.
Yeah, no, I agree, because you create super memorable. Like because of the feeling that you put into it, the creativity that you put into it, it really is very memorable. Because I've seen like some of the creations on your Instagram. Follow on his Instagram. We'll mention it later. But it's really beautiful. I love how it's like every event is completely different. It's completely like dedicated to what they want to create, to what they want to see happen, and how that energy, if it's like a love event, if it's like a happy event, you create it specifically for that, which I really love. But I would say like What would you say? Because you do so many different kind of events and things. What would you say is like the favorite part of what you do for yourself? Like, what is your favorite part of what you do? Do you like the creative process? Do you like the people? Do you like what is your favorite? Oh, what you do?
I love the people. I always I am also different in that because I'm building my new website, and how you're gonna see in my description, I am not really a mail person. Like really no. Like if you text me or email me, I'm like okay, we need to talk. Like I need I need vibes. I need connection.
You feel, yes.
As I told you for the podcast, like I want to invite you, like
Yeah, thank you. This is actually his space, by the way.
I want to invite you because I think when you speak with someone and you are close, you can touch, you can feel everything. Like I can understand if it's a little girl or a mom that she wanna just a birthday, like quick birthday, like 2 hour and that's it. I can feel there is something really important for you, and mm, I'm losing. Sorry.
No, I understand.
Like like when
You feel the person. So when
yeah,
you connect with
I
someone,
need
you feel their personality, and then you decide, can I work with you, or maybe I shouldn't work with you.
no, it's more about like I need to understand what you are looking for. If you just text me in the after, in the back of the cell phone, it can be a mom that she wanna just a quick birthday. She don't care about the details. She want just something like papa papa set up. Okay, let's take some picture. Happy birthday. That's it. And no, this is not for me. But I can do it. Just it's not okay. I will start to travel a little bit low. She wanna just. There are people that they just send me picture. I want exactly this, and I say I can do something like this, but not exactly because
you
call
have
this
your
person.
own.
Like
Yeah.
we need to put our creation. Like I can do something like this, like color, or if you wanted the I don't know the backdrop like enough way, but I need to put my creation. And if you speak with the person, you can understand like what he's looking for, what is the
You can
party
feel
vibes.
the
Yes.
vibe of what you need to create. You have an idea that comes
Right.
to your mind. Oh, okay.
In
I
my
understand,
description,
I
as you
understand.
can see, I'm building, I'm trying to grow up, and also I'm looking for a little, I'm sorry, I'm set up my new space. There is really little, but it's nice to
Small
start,
steps. Yes, it's
and
okay.
small steps, of course.
Yes, look at there. Look at there.
And
Okay.
like I'm trying to meet the people. If it's for a big event, of course. If it's just for a small backdrop and nothing else, I will do like a Zoom call or WhatsApp call, wherever. But if it's for a big event, something that really is important for you, like as a quinceañera or a 18 a 21 birthday party or a baptismum, I really need to speak with like in person. I want to feel the vibes. I want to
No, I
understand.
understand. I understand.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. I like how you work. I like how you want to feel the energy first, and then you can decide like what you want to create. Because I feel like you get visions in your mind already of like what
Yes.
you want to create or what you want to do. Okay, the next question I had was because you had like such an interesting kind of journey. You've had so many different things you were doing. Like, what would you say are three people in your journey so far that have influenced you the most or that are most important to you and you have learned from the most so far? It can be your husband if you want.
I mean, first, my mom,
Oh,
because she really, she always give me a chance to be myself.
wow, that's important.
Like,
Oh,
hey,
it's okay, it's all right.
like, she really always give me the chance to be myself. She support me on everything, and she really did a lot for me. Like, I lost my dad when I was 3 years old, and I grew up just with my mom. And of course, you need to be a little bit more. You need to be bigger than your age, to to survive. And when I was in Italy, it was really, really difficult. But she really gave me the chance to grow up as I want. I remember when I told her, like, Mom, I really like to dance. And since when I was young, she was like, okay. After 1 week, she came to me, she gave me a bag, and she was like, come with me. I was like, where we are going? I was like 7 or 8. And I remember there were like a little dance studio in my city. And she brought me there, and she was like, okay, surprise for you. I mean, she took like 2 horrible teacher, but the school was nice. I started to do like ballet and hip hop, but it really wasn't for me. Like hip hop, yes, but ballet I was so bad. I love it, but I was so bad. Yeah, she always never stopped my dream. Like she always give me, yeah, support me. Also now, also when I went out from the closet, she was like, I didn't get, but I support you. Like it's fine for me as soon that you are happy. Like if you are happy, for me it's totally fine. You can do whatever you want. Just be a nice guy. Of course, she said don't do drugs, like stuff like that, but be yourself and don't care about nothing. Like no one, don't care about nothing. I support you. I am always here. And of course, she loves Marco. She's in love with Marco.
Who doesn't? He's amazing.
And
that's good. Wait, so you grew up with your mom in Italy because your dad passed away when you were 3?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, like we were in Pisa, Tuscany, and after we moved in Naples because my mom family is from Naples, Caserta, from the south. And they were like, oh, come here, we can stay closer to your kids, to you, because in Pisa we were just me, my mom, my dad, and my sister, and my family was in the south. And after we moved, I grew up there, a little bit here, a little bit there.
Oh wow. Okay, so your mom definitely influenced, because I like that she was like supporting. If you want to dance, we're gonna explore this. If you want to do this, we're gonna explore this.
Yeah.
That's important as you're growing up, to believe that you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. And then how has like your husband influenced you? Because I feel like he also kind of influences you a little bit.
The second person is my husband. I'm going not by importance, but
Okay.
I'm going by
Okay.
the most time in my life. Who was first in my life. My husband, because I don't know, he's an angel. Like I don't know if you know him, like everyone, but he's an angel. Like I am a devil. Like I am really bad. Now that he's not here, I can say that. He's an angel.
You're nice, dude.
I'm nice I'm nice just here, but when I am at home with him, I am a devil. Like I always say, like, oh my God, I'm cleaning too much. I'm doing this just me. I'm doing the laundry always every week. You don't do nothing, and you do a lot of stuff for me. But I am always like, oh, I'm doing too much, and you're doing nothing. It's normal.
Right.
And he is always like, I'm sorry. Do you need help? Can I do for you?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's really
He's
an
a
angel.
sweet one.
My mom, when she calls us, she's always, shut up, I don't want to speak with you. I want to speak with Marco. If she's like, you need to be thankful and grateful because he took you. Like, I'm like, Mom, I'm your kids, like.
Oh my gosh. No, but I can see what you're talking about, because I met him like a little bit, and he has that energy. Like he has a beautiful energy about him. Yeah, he's very nice, and he's like I feel like he supports you a lot.
He's after my mom, because she started from the when I was young, he's the biggest support. Like really, 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 like for whatever. Like when I decided also to stop to work in a restaurant, in a babysitter stuff, blah blah blah. Of course, for 1 month I didn't work. Like it was like, don't think about money, don't think about nothing. It's not that because I am older than you. I need to pay for everything because we have a deal. Like, I pay this, you pay this.
Right,
We don't care about money. We
right.
put everything in one in account. But I decided one thing, because you need to think about when you are 23 years old and when he is 35. Everyone in the beginning, they were like, "Oh, he's your daddy sugar."
No.
That's working this way. That's working this way. Promise.
I can see you have a connection. You definitely have a connection. You definitely, this is not, yeah.
Like it's not my vibes. It's not my vibes.
You wouldn't be in a relationship for that reason. There's no way.
No. Also because, I mean, if you need, as I told you, if you need to do something, you need to do 100%. And he's a scientist, of course, but you need to think about more like a president or stuff, or I don't know, someone that has like 3-4 buildings is just for love. But he supports me in everything. Like also for if I want to buy a machine for my job that is really expensive, and I'm like, okay, I will wait maybe next month because I already took, I don't know, candle stuff. Low seat for the picture, blah blah blah. Is like, if you want, you can, but it's up to you. I don't want to force you. Yeah,
I love that.
Or another thing that he do, that sometimes we fighting, but just from me and you, and yeah, just for us. Is like when I go around, like Michael's. Do you know Michael's?
No.
Oh my god.
What is that?
It's the best craft store in
craft store?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like Home Depot. You know Home Depot?
Yes.
But for the little stuff like pencil, paint, and
that's cool.
for the kids, I really love Michael's. And when we go around, we spend like 3 hours just walking in Michael's, and I'm dreaming, like touching stuff. He's really careful, like okay, he touched this stuff for 3-4 times, he really like it, and he wait like Christmas, birthday to gift me something.
What?
Yeah.
Marco, if you're watching, beautiful.
And yeah,
I love that.
he is really a supportive person. Like, is really nice. Really.
I love that. Okay, so who's the third person? Now we're super curious. We got your mom, we got Marco.
It's really hard because it's tricky. This last person.
We can do more than one.
I'm trying to be one. I mean, I want to be general because I cannot say my sister or my nephew or my friends. They're everyone. If I need to choose one person, let's do two.
We're gonna do two.
My best friend, that one is Poppy.
His name is?
Her name is Francesca, but no one's called It's like Toto.
Oh, right.
It's like, but she is Poppy for everyone. Also for her mom, dad. Everyone's called Poppy.
Okay.
She's like a sun. Okay. She's like
a
sun.
bright, shining
she's
sun.
Really. She had like light eyes, like blonde hair. She's full of love, full of energy. And when I was in Italy, she helped me a lot for everything, for my sexuality, like, how I feel, my bad period. Like when I fight it with my mom, she was always like, I'm coming to take you. And now that I am here, she always go at my house also if I am not in Italy, like she kind of take care of my mom. I don't want to say that because she's young, she's gonna kill me, my mom. But she's a part of my family.
That's beautiful. How long have you known each other? Since you were little?
9 or 10 years. I was really a baby.
You were like a teenager.
No, I was a baby. But she's 30.
Oh, she's older.
She's 30 and something.
Something.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. She lives in Italy, or she lives
in Italy, close my mom, like
30 in that area,
minutes.
so they can communicate, and you probably on
And
the phone.
when I moved here, I was like, oh my God, my mom, she will be alone, because my sister, she lives in another city.
Okay.
But Poppy, and also, of course, like my aunt, they are close to my mom, and they are always there. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
they go
so she,
always
I
there.
think that's
But
beautiful.
Poppy, she never left the family. You know, if since I moved here, she never like left my mom. Like, oh, okay,
Wow.
Anthony's not anymore here. Bye. No, she go.
She's
They
still
went go. They went around like to drink, to eat together. They are like friends.
That, yeah, sounds like it.
My mom, she's really like, fresh, if I can say. Like, he's really
She's like an interesting, exciting person.
yeah, he's like young. He's young
Oh, like
inside,
a young mindset. She
Yeah,
has a
she's
young
like,
mindset.
live your life, do whatever you want, but be conscious and responsible. She's like that. And Poppy, she loves my mom, of course. And if I can say another person that is really for me,
Yeah.
someone really important here in New York. My other best friend, Federica,
Mm.
that is also my witness.
Why? Why? Federica?
Federica, we start to work together in a restaurant that we hate. Like, we hate everyone right there.
Oh.
And we were, just when we were together, we were really good, at working. The first time we hate each other. Like, when we had the first schedule together, I was like, I really hate her. Like, she's bad. I don't want to work with her. But after 1 week, was like peace, love, and I hate you, but I love you. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that.
and still like that. We love each other, but we hate each other. She's really like me. She's not a morning person like me. Like, we don't speak.
Oh.
I went to sleep to her house when Marco was in Italy. We stayed for 1-2 weeks together. In the morning, we wake up, like, no speak to me, don't watch, like, don't leave me alone for 1-2 hours. And after,
After you're awake,
just
after
if
fully awake.
yeah, just if we need something important, like, oh, where is the coffee? Like, just it. She's one of my
that.
other best friends, and she really supports me. Like, she's close to me all time here in New York. When I had my bad period, she was always, I finished to work and I try to call you, or I come to your place. She's older than me. She's 30 and something.
Something.
I mean, is a lady, I cannot say the right
Yeah,
age.
it's good. 30 is good.
She supporting our wedding, was a message. She gave really her help. Like, she was running, like, put stuff, doing video, take the guests. Like, she don't like to speak with people. Like, she's really like, don't talk to me. If I need, I will talk, but don't talk to me. In our wedding, she was like, "Hi guys, welcome." I was like, "Wait, she's Federica." Something.
What?
Like, yeah.
And you have to
one thing from just us.
Yeah.
She really loves Marco, but I told to her that he's mine. And all the time she tried to keep him, but I was like, I'm sorry, but it's mine. Yeah, she's another person that is really, I mean, she's in my life, but was like
unexpected.
Yeah, like
unexpected, like a gift that appeared.
It's really a gift from the
divine, from God.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. I love all the stories that you shared. But it sounds like you have like so many different people that influence you and they shape who you are. Even like growing up with just your mom dominantly being that. I feel like it makes you grow up a little bit faster because you're connecting with people who are older than you, because like your energy is like you are a little bit more understanding of life experiences than than people would be your age. He's 23 years old, which nobody would guess. I would never guess that. Because you are very like a mature kind of your understanding of life. I feel like because you've had so many experiences. Would you say that influenced your?
Yes, I think is also my family situation that makes me grow up a little bit more faster. Like my dad, my mom, she was alone. you kind of feel that you need to grow up in some way faster.
Yeah.
And I never had friends from, same age. I really don't feel comfortable to stay with people like of my age.
Yeah, because you
Depends.
connect.
Depends, because
Yeah.
of course I am not the only one mature here. Here in New York, I met like a girl that I don't want to say her name, just to be, because we just met. I can say that is in a school, in a dance school. She's younger than me actually, but she's really mature. She's like, okay, she's a diva, like like, okay, you are perfect. Like, she's so nice. And when I spoke with her, I feel like connection. She know what she wants from her life. She know what she's doing. When I speak with people of my age, also in Italy, is a little bit different. They just are thinking to have like a club or stuff like that. Okay, I have $5. I can spend everything today, tomorrow. Let's see what's going on. I am more like, okay, let's spend 250 today and 250 tomorrow for the food. Or I am more like, okay, I need to. I have just my body and me. I need to be conscious for what I'm doing and like what I have. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I am more like this, and all the people in my life, of course, helped me a lot to grow.